This is Marine Master Sergeant Charlie Duquette. Tonight's Veterans Voice features Radioman 3rd Class Eugene Mathis, who served from 1964 to 1966. August 2nd, 1964 started out as just any other routine night watch at the Naval Communications Station on the island of Guam. Petty Officer Mathis was there from the very beginning, and this is his story.
On August the 2nd, 1964, a particular event happened that really changed our lives on Guam and what we did, because we're sitting around one night, and the evening watch and the midnight watch, everything's kind of laid back. We're sitting around with coffee, feet propped up and everything, and we'd take a message when we needed to. But all of a sudden, we hear someone calling us up with what we call a message president. We were usually getting routine or priority or operational messages, but this time there was an emergency message. We get this, which is Z for emergency president. And I jumped up and ran over to my receiver and called the guy back up and asked him to send the message, and lo and behold, it was a guy on the USS Mathis, a destroyer, sending a message telling us that they were being fired on by North Vietnamese PT boats. I remember telling the other guys that I'm taking a Z president's message, and I think the supervisor of the watch came over, and from that point on, it was just wild. Yeah, we knew there were advisors over there, and we knew that there had been some problems, but this was just so out of the norm that it really just shook us up. I finished taking the message, and we routed the message to the proper people. The rush came that morning, daylight, when all the officers started coming in after the message had been routed. It became chaotic in the radio room, and from that point on until the time I left, it was wild. That was it, because 7 days later, Congress voted the Tonkin Gulf resolution, which gave President Johnson the authority to send troops over there. Didn't think about it for years. I did not think about it for years, and several years ago, I was looking at an almanac, a world almanac, and I looked at 1964, August the 2nd, and I thought, oh man, that's when that happened, and I was right there. I took the message.
On behalf of all Vietnam veterans, I would like to thank Petty Officer Mathis for his service. And now back to the studio and Greg Brasso.